News Edge at 11.
115 active duty Army soldiers died last year, not in combat, not by enemy bombs or bullets, by their own hand. A heartbreaking reality. Some say the military has been slow to recognize even worse change. And what's worse than that, the numbers are climbing. Fox 5's Bob Barnard here now with the News Edge.
Well, Brian, last year's suicide rate was the worst since the U.S. Army started keeping track of the numbers 18 years ago. And tonight the Army says there may be another 50 soldier suicides already this year. In a year that was the deadliest for the U.S. military in both Iraq and Afghanistan, 2007 saw 36 soldiers kill themselves in those two war zones. Now the Army says in all 115 active duty soldiers committed suicide last year, up from 102 in 2006. The numbers growing steadily the past 4 years.
To be honest with you, this was the last person in our unit that anyone would have thought of this happening to.
Iraq War veteran Patrick Campbell says he just got back from an Army buddy's funeral in Louisiana, the second suicide among his patrol unit in the past 2 years. In this case, Campbell says his stoic sergeant first sent a threatening text message to his local armory.
So they called the cops, sent people to his house. They were looking all over for him. 2 days later, they found him in a boat. He shot himself in the head. Why
so many soldier suicides? A psychiatric consultant to the Army Surgeon General says there are several contributing factors, mainly the long time and multiple deployments away from home, exposure to really terrifying and horrifying things, the easy availability of loaded weapons, and a force that's very, very busy right now. Patrick Campbell says he understands all that.
When this thing happened, a lot of the guys I was talking to, turned inward and going, what am I not dealing with personally?
According to the Army Surgeon General, the other main factors leading to soldier suicides, trouble with relationships, problems at work, and legal and financial difficulties. Patrick Campbell says his Army buddy who just killed himself was fighting with his wife over custody of their child and had just gotten notice he was going back to Iraq next year. Brian.
Bob Barnard.